Welcome back to 23-Minute Reads with me, Mya D. This is kind of like my virtual book club because in these 5 minute or so videos, I share with you my takeaways from my current reading. Right now, that is Undergraduate Research in Dance. As a part of my 23 to 23 challenge, I'm reading 23 minutes per day, every day, as an action of self love, as an investment into myself, and as a way of providing myself with some stability and consistency in an ever changing world. I hope that you will join me along in this journey by liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and dropping some comments down there in that comment section so that there's an actual dialogue going on. Having in mind that while I have several decades of experience as an educator, performer, and curriculum writer, I am not the know all be all for this book. I'm simply providing a space for dialogue. Well, this week I read pages 50 through 69, and here are my takeaways. Let me get my notes. Takeaway number one. Takeaway number one is Creative Commons. Creative Commons is an online platform where you can find and use copyrighted art. This is a beautiful thing because using someone's ideas without giving credit is plagiarism. And plagiarism is theft, and theft is wrong. Creative Commons offers this very simple acronym, TASL, TASL, and it is short for title, author, source, and license. And you can use that as your guide for citing sources. This information came from chapter 8 of the book, Citing Sources, and offered me a lot of ideas and spaces of reframing how I was going about doing things, which takes me to takeaway number 2, which is Diminished. The quote from the book reads, "Without significant repercussions, everyone's work is diminished. For that reason, plagiarism can ruin a scholar's career." End quote. This section inspired me to revisit my course content, meaning my policies, my syllabi, my procedures, and offer a more in-depth information around why plagiarism is wrong. So that I'm approaching it from a why it is wrong and how to avoid it rather than from a punishment space. I feel that in approaching it from that angle, I might see students decrease their plagiarism because I do believe that some of it is unintentional, but I also believe that because students don't understand the impact of it, they are not giving it the due diligence it needs to avoid it. So by approaching it from informing them of the impact and how to avoid it, I hope that I will see a decrease of plagiarism. As technology and access to information continues to grow and change, so does the way that we give credit. So does the way that we cite our sources. For example, did you know that when you do a citation for a YouTube video, that the person that published the video is actually the author? And if you want to use their screen name when you're writing the author's name, and if you know their legal name, you can add it in parentheses next to the screen name, but you want to use the screen name so that people can easily find that source by their screen name. This chapter also goes on to briefly talk about the different citation formats, MLA, APA, Harvard, Chicago, and so forth, and the reason why these formats are used, which again, that reframing can help students to better understand why these formats are chosen rather than believing that the instructor might be just giving them all of these sources and changing them around to make things difficult. No, there's a function behind these different formats, and that's why those formats are chosen. It even explains why the date is in different places in the different formats. Takeaway number 3, we're almost done. Takeaway number 3 is students versus scholars. I'm just beginning chapter 9, and here is my grasp so far. Students increase their own knowledge through research. But a scholar contributes to the discipline by sharing their findings via publications, performances, presentations, exhibits, and so forth. And this allows their field of study to progress forward. This sharing and adding increases the impact, and this is why there's an importance given to the dissemination of the results. I hope you appreciated my dissemination. I hope that you have liked, subscribed, and dropped some comments down there. Spread a good word, stay blessed, and I'll see you again soon.